Okay, Dupleks, whenever you're ready.
Can't take it, eh? Well, let's get started.
Sveicieni no Latvijas! Un tagad, lai atskan brīvības šāvieni.
Hello everyone, this is Jeff of TAOFLEDERMAUS. I want to thank Roberts for generously taking the time and money and effort to send us these slugs to shoot. I am totally convinced that if a person from Latvia tells you they're going to do something, you can pretty much guarantee they're going to do it. This is the second Latvian viewer who said they're going to mail me something and they actually did. It's like 100% reliability with the Latvians. So anyway, what we have here is a round that is actually made in Latvia. They are called the Monolit 32, made by the DDupleks company. Now Latvia actually has a very robust hunting tradition. When they were part of the Soviet Union, about the only gun you could own or get a hold of was a shotgun, a smoothbore shotgun, typically a double barrel shotgun, either side by side or over under. So with necessity being the mother of invention, the Latvians became very clever at designing their own slugs and hunting ammunition. Now these steel slugs are specifically designed for cutting through thick brush, and that's typically the hunting environment in Latvia when they're hunting like wild boar, for example. And because they have that flat nose made out of steel, so it's very hard, doesn't deform, they just slice through branches and pretty much stay on target. So if a boar is behind a bush, wham, you can nail it. Now naturally, Roberts couldn't mail me live ammunition through the mail. That's a big no-no. He sent me the components, the slug itself, which is lathe-turned steel with a plastic polymer tail and a protector sleeve, so you could shoot it through rifling and through a full choke. He also sent the power piston or gas seal, which goes behind the round and seals the propellant gases as the round goes to the barrel. So what I needed to do was load these myself into American shells. So I used a Rio, Fiocchi, yes, those are made in the United States, and Federal. So bear in mind that my results are going to be different than what you would get if you had a factory loaded round. Our first target today is a large block of wood. We call it a ballistic wood block, KGB certified. Yeah. Now if you're interested in seeing a test shooting through brush or a ballistic gel test, make sure you stick around to the end of the video. I got some great videos I want to share with you.
Steel slug, shot one. Hit it! Hit it!
Will steel on steel cause massive sparks? Let's see. We did not see any sparks, and this is the damage that it left on the plate, just a little dent.
There you go. All right, what is that thing?
It's a day ID light capacitor or power box.
It's made out of aluminum or something.
You have a whole bunch of shit inside.
Capacitors and stuff. Okay, the 1-inch thick lead plate, whenever you're ready. Okay, 1-inch thick of solid lead, and the round clearly blew through that, out the back. It must have bounced off our table, and that's our slug there, very hot.
Now all those rounds were shot out of low brass. The first one was a Fiocchi, the others were all low brass Federal rounds. Now our test using a high brass shell, using a Rio shell, was not so good, so let's see what happened there.
Now it's 32-gram slug, steel, ready, hit it.
They say you cannot fool a high-speed camera, and that's very true. Although all the shots on target in real time appear to be winners, they were all failures. Now, as I mentioned, I loaded these into my own shells. I didn't know what the proper powder loads were supposed to be, and I was just winging it, and we had systematic failures on each shot. Yes, the rounds hit the targets, but you can see here the plastic tail is all mangled up and distorted. And despite that, that slug went 4 inches into that block of wood. Now, when Baron was shooting these rounds, he said the recoil felt like he was shooting Magnum slugs. We were getting pretty high velocities out of these things. The factory shell is supposed to travel about 1,500 feet per second, and we were probably getting close to that. And that's using low brass shells. Now, we wanted to see if striking steel would throw sparks, and we didn't see any at all. The AR-500 armor plate took it like a trooper, and the slug shattered into multiple pieces. You can definitely see here the round flying sideways and the plastic tail just shredded and flying separately. Now, this electronic box is made out of aluminum, some kind of probably high-tech Teflon paint or something on it, and the round just blasted through there. Didn't even slow down. And once again, we had the disintegration of that green plastic tail, and the round really didn't fly straight and true. Keyholed a little bit there. I hope in the future we can get some factory loaded rounds and do a proper test and show how they actually fly through the air. And with our lead plate, that's over 1 inch thick, we again saw massive disintegration of the plastic, but we did see something kind of interesting here. We saw a little flash when the round impacted. Honestly, I don't know if that's the cadmium or zinc coating that's on the slug detonating, or the lead detonating, or the steel detonating, or sparks. If you have any idea, let me know. The interesting thing here is it knocked a gigantic hole out of the plate, yet the slug never really made it past the plate. And that's just one of those weird, freaky events that you capture on high-speed cameras that you just scratch your head about. I hope you enjoyed this video. We still had fun making it, even though it was a pretty big failure. But I want you to check out Gunrunner's ballistic gel test. Very cool channel. They'll reply to your comments if you have a question. And also check out DDupleks video on the brush test.